1, 2. Yeah. Star. Yeah. Yeah. Get money, let's go. Yeah. I be posted up in my whip, riding with my honey dip, cruising through the city scene, blazing on some sticky green. Got my hater blockers on, cooler than some ice cream. Down with the county kings, you rolling with the right team. In the Benz or on a bus, chickens they be checking us. And I'm in my whip posted, I'm floating like some angel dust. Used to have a heavy foot, now I like to cruise through 2 miles per hour, so everybody sees you. Trying to catch me riding dirty, popo in my rear view. 2 hands on my wood grain, I'm twisted while I'm switching lanes. Bob my head to the beat, cushy in these leather seats. GMC, we sucker free, been everywhere through PGC. Windows up, black tint, and I got my music loud. Concert in my car, and I'm the only one up in the crowd. Meet me on the back roads where I'm surfing in the field. Bang hits while I'm riding, displaying my verbal skills. Yeah, displaying my verbal skills. Bang hits while I'm riding, displaying my verbal skills. Go. Let's get it. Go. Let's go. Go. Yeah. Look, posted up in my whip, riding through the night. Life, city lights shine bright. Gun spark, gunfight, bullets fly, niggas die. Baby mama stay crying. One thing that I learned, don't buck unless you packing iron. Even then you gotta use it, otherwise face the music. Niggas come around loafing, get your cantaloupe pit open like a snake to its prey. Homeboy, I stay focused, leave you colder than a cobra, bolder than a bolder soldiers. You don't want it with my folks, I'm rolling with the coldest rollers. All by myself, with my whole city on my shoulders. No flames, no rain, no pain, no gain. Turn champagne to cocaine, my city's under siege, man. Cops cock block to the point we can't breathe, man. From 95 to right now, still rip it like it ain't no thing. From chains to chains, we still the same. Laugh now, but it's a shame. It's funny how I reach your brain. I'm twisted how I switch lanes. Focus now, I'm in the game. On the track just like a train. Like Pac, I'm here to bring the pain. Let's hustle hard and get this change. Let's hustle hard and get this change. Get this change. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go.
Ever. Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking fucking news.
Back in this bitch, yeah. Feel like I'm bagging a brick. Was locked for 2 years, my nigga. I swear I feel good just to be back in the mix. Yeah, nigga, I'm happy as shit. Glory to God, I ain't have to exist. There's always a reason, my nigga. Keep doing what you doing and taking them risks. Yeah, every nigga that I run with is solid. Get caught, they taking they lick. You don't feel safe making that drop, so nigga, you bringing the blick. If you gotta die just to survive, then you should be calling it quits. I know you trying to get back on your feet, my nigga. It's hard as a bitch. Yeah, nigga. I made a choice to get money, and bitches I used to fuck told me I'm starting to act funny. I put it up for them rainy days, so you know a nigga popping out when it's sunny. I made it to the 10th grade, but I dropped out cause them schools wasn't for me. Yeah, nigga, I had to channel my vision, no suit and tie, but I handled my business. My daughter cried when they gave me my sentence. They set me down, was away for a minute. Demon time, had to pray for forgiveness, and for the record, they should put me in Guinness. Took a while just to get me 100. You should know how long it took me to get it. You was round, nigga, you was a witness. Yeah, you was addicted. I was serving, nigga, you was an addict. We're trying to turn a G-Shock to a Paddock. It's shocking to me that you say you want static. My niggas known to turn beef to a patty. So if it's wall, I'ma roll me a fatty. My goons ready, I'ma send him your addy. Yeah, nigga, I got the shit in the headlock. If you fucking with the feds, then it's all. Put your head along with your dreadlock. Nigga, don't care if we cool. If you rat on the crew, then you just as good as a dead out. Nigga got hit with the 30, yeah, they did him dirty. He gone, he bled out. Yeah.
What's up, Keem, nigga? We back in this bitch. Let's go. Back in this bitch, I'm about to black on this shit. Shout out my nigga, he back on the bricks and we suited and booted, no slacking this shit. Yeah, I was the one that turned nothing from something. I used to trap with them nicks, cutting up coke and running them Vicks. Lion heart, I ain't running from shit. You crossed the line, bro, my hands tied. I cried a river when my mans died. So I can't just win, dawg. I gotta do it by a landslide. I lit the dark like a campfire. Got silver bullets for you vampires. I read his posture, I could see you frontin'. I hit him up like I needed something. King sent the text, say he got something to wreck. And I'm a demolition man, my nigga, so what you expect? We breaking jaws, we breaking laws, you look wrong, nigga, breaking your neck. And I do it without breaking a sweat, getting tired or taking a breath. I gotta make sure that needs is met. In other words, bro, don't get in between, cause I do you dirty and pull off clean. I come out the mud like Andy Dufresne. All these niggas, they done grew to be fiends. All these bitches, they just wanna be seen. Pass the rock if you wanna be team, but I know the place, so I watch for the screen. I'm the light, all you see is the beam. I do it big, but it always a dream. Niggas hating, but they plotting they scheme. But don't miss if you come for the king. I put a round at the top of your crown. It's only us at the top of the mound. Niggas be loud, but they don't got a sound. I get the money, I was lost, now I'm found. Find myself by myself, so I'm low, I'm in stealth. I don't do it for a chain, but I do it for the belt. Yeah.
It's so hard to do. I ain't over you. It's all that I do.
So boom, yeah, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna get to this briefly. You know, moments like this, I like to go ahead and just have a decent recap. I'm not even gonna hold us. I'm just gonna go ahead and bring fam into the building so we can go ahead and just kind of go over some things. I hope your day has been doing wonderful. Much respect to the family. And with that being said, let me just make sure I have everything in motion the right way. Everything is in motion the right way, correct? Okay. Yes, it is. All right. Well, yes. Everybody, y'all already know. We about to go ahead and get this going. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. So let's go ahead and give it up for the family. Welcome. Okay, now. All right. Lolo, how you feeling, fam? You all right? You there?
Hey, what's up, Smitty? Can you hear me?
Yes, you are loud and clear. All right. You make sure you pay attention to that road and get your butt home safe, girl.
No doubt.
All right. So let's go ahead and let's just kind of get through this recap. So I want to pull up something, right? And I just want you to tell me what your personal, like, you know, just period. I don't know. But first, I want to start with this before we even get into that. One, I would like to know, how's your day been going, fam?
It was okay. As always, working, in government and or corporate America, it has its challenges every single day. But it's another day, another dollar. I'm good. How are you?
You already know. You see this man smiling, you know I'm doing it. Okay, now. Much respect to the family. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. So yeah, we're running on 2 streams. We on IGN here, just so you know. All right, so I want to start off with this first off. All right, while I go ahead and pull things up, I would like to know, in your personal opinion, how do you feel? Like, this is where we at, Lolo. Okay, how do you feel personally? Your approach and direction was last night. You know, from the messages that I received and so on and so forth, a lot of people who are new felt as if the dragon herself was being antagonistic. Now, I did everything I can, of course, to make it very clear. I don't think you guys know who she is. I don't play these intros for no reason. So my point is with that, right? Can you hear me, Lolo? Am I clear still?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, not because they got the little bars up. Yeah, they playing with me. My point is, all right, so to get to it, question number one, Lolo. Do you believe that you gave a organic approach, a black woman that scorned hurt approach, or did you give basically just, you know, the truth? Organic means like rooted, like this is like generations of a response. My ancestors speaking to me. That's what I mean by the organic. And of course, you know the other two. So how do you think that you handled last night in comparison to how it ended off in our personal segment before it went to segment 2?
I'm not gonna say that I gave the truth. Not the arbiter of truth, you know. I know I sound like it to some people, but that's because of their stock. However, I'm not the arbiter of truth. I give you what is truthful for me. And if you're supposed to come to the table to have authentic conversation, you have to authentically show up. And I am one who always authentically shows up. I have very little room for filters, especially when I'm not in a professional environment. Like I tend to not be filtered. I tend to speak like the elders in my family, very blunt.
My show is not professional?
No, it ain't that it's not professional. It's that it's
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you, bro. You know that.
That anytime somebody openly is talking about the N-word, trust me, this is not to maintain a level of.
Wait. I want you to repeat that last part because you started the board. I want you to go ahead. Yeah, I want to make sure we don't miss nothing because you don't know that. You know.
Yeah, I can't hear it.
Yeah, I know.
I was saying that anytime you in a conversation about why people other people outside of black people should call black people the N-word, you are not in what we call a environment where your speech needs to be tailored towards, you know, professionalism. Like that, it's never going to be that type of environment. Even professional environments like Piers Morgan, you see what happened on that show, and that's political television that's broadcasted around the world. And you see how that level of conversation always kind of boils down to something else. So, yes, I think for me, I showed up authentic. Whether that you like me or not is not even a question. But if I showed up the way I always show up, the way I like to be, the way I like to show up, period. Yeah, I'm very much proud of that. Anybody who knows me knows that, you know, if you have me speaking on any topic, I'm never bland. I'm never boring. You always going to hear something from me that's going to shock you, even if you agree or disagree. I gotta give
you that. Like you are that one when it comes to that. And honestly, that's the only reason why, if anybody notices, I never dropped a link in the chat. You know, I gave the link to one or it's two specific people, but Barney was the star guest of it. But I also know that Lolo is going to come up and speak her mind. Now, see, the thing is that we ain't about to bite our tongues on this one. We just about to go ahead and go in on it. I want people to recognize the position that I feel I was put in. All right. Now, Lolo, this has nothing to do with you. You just being you and authentic, right? I genuinely just, you know, anybody who knows me knows I got thick enough skin. Actually, me and Lolo, like, that's why we respect each other. Like, for real, that's really why we click. Cause I know that, like, she ain't no soft ass chick, and she know I ain't no cream puff ass nigga. Like, it is what it is. Like, we recognize that because we know where we come from and we know how rough it is and how it can be. My point is that it was so tough for me because I really do. I'm saying it, like, all of that, like, race war stuff and everybody just, you know, wanting to, you know, if you not the skin tone, they messing with me, Lolo. I got us. If you're not the skin tone, then, like, people want to attack you. And my whole thing is I want to have the conversation. I really, like, I don't just say that shit like other people do. I actually prove it because I don't jump out of my skin because I heard the N word. Y'all don't see me do that. I was on Sharon's show. Shout out to Sharon. I was on his show all day with Imperius and all his goons. I just kind of laugh shit off because I know it doesn't apply to me. I know that everything they talk about, that don't apply to me and you, Lolo, us. That don't apply to our caliber of Negro, if you would like to say. That don't apply to us. So I ain't even tripping off of it. But y'all know my position. Hold on. Let me finish, Lolo. Let me finish, beloved. I got you. I swear on life. I'm gonna let you rock. I'm trying to get my whole little boom out, and then I'm trust me, this is all you. This is all you. My position is I want to have the conversation. My position is, you know, we thicker skin over here. My position is, you know, we aren't judgmental. And the reason why I called fam up here is so she can speak for herself. I don't want to talk for her, especially as a man speaking for a woman's mind, and then let alone my family. Like, nah, like, I'm going to let her talk for herself. So I'm giving you the floor, Lolo. So I want you to go ahead. You can break down what you got on that piece, please, Lolo, because I know, like, time-wise, so because I want to get everything in. I'm trying to cram it in. That's the only reason why I'm saying it. Give me your breakdown of it in a nutshell, and I want to get, because it's just this small clip, I just want to get to where it all blew up. And I want you to break down to me what you saw in this moment. So I want you to go ahead and respond to that first before I play the video. You got the floor, fam. You're on mute. You're on mute. You're on mute if you're talking. Is she there? Is she there? Lolo? Shoot. Hold on. Let me see something here. Oh, okay. All right. I was about to say, what's up, Ruth? Okay, now you already know. You already know. What's going on? What's going on, Ike? I see you got I see you got a. Are you there, Lolo? I see you came off mute. I can't hear you.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you. Okay, there we go. There we go.
I was trying to give it up.
Huh?
I was trying to give it a couple seconds of driving through the woods here up here on 295. Oh, there's a portion where
you on 295?
It gets weak. Yeah.
Oh yeah, nah, I'm already hip. Oh yeah, that's that 2-lane all trees. Oh, I'm hip.
Yeah.
I know where you cutting through. Mm-hmm,
but, right there.
All right,
you
so how about
a little better. Can you say something else?
Yeah. No, how about this? You want me to play the video? I can play the video while you're trying to cut through, because that'd be the nice amount of time.
Yeah.
Okay, bet. Here we go. Let's go ahead and play the video. Lolo, if you can, just go ahead, listen in, and let's see what we got. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. The time right now is 5:54 p.m. East Coast Standard Time. And I thank you all so much for watching.
Trying to hide it behind words. Someone that you feel is misspoken is someone that you simply disagree with. Now, I would ask you to respect me and don't ever call me a liar again.
Hey,
You're a liar. Name one loan you applied for and didn't get because you're black.
Now, let me say
something.
Nah, let's go back just a nip a little bit more and to give fam a little more time. Let's go.
Like, own your history too. Make sure you understand, like, yeah, so we kind of created this issue, and it's just still lingering because we started it. Yeah, like, accept that. Nobody's trying to shame you specifically for it, but just accept that that is our reality. That's your reality too. Like, unless you're not from America and your people don't have anything to do with America, American politics, or slavery.
I mean, are you going to let me talk? You're just like the gatekeeper of speech. This person can't talk.
No, Barn. So at this point, Lolo, I don't know if anybody recognizes, I'm doing the best that I can to maintain damage control. I'm trying here. All right. I got my guest speaker who I invited, but I also got family up there, but anyway. Floor, bro. You got the floor, bro.
I don't got the floor. She keeps talking over me.
Lolo allow. And right there, when I'm like, that's my way of saying, I ain't about to do too much in front of people. I'll talk to her on the back end, which Lolo, we did on a respectful tip. But like, I ain't about to do too much. Like, I'm not nah, like, y'all understand, like, we really come from, like, man, we seen family argue and shit. Like, this ain't, let's go. Man, that's crazy. Oh, no, I'm just Lolo. Allow him to speak, please. Okay, go ahead, Barney.
I guess my question for you: how do you define victory in the fight for racial equality? When do you know you won? Tell me.
That's not. You was talking. Continue what you were saying.
No, this is my question. When do you know that racial equality fight has been won?
Let you
Where's
talk.
the finish line?
Ask me a question.
Yes, this is what I want to say. I have a question for you.
I want everybody, like, real talk, really, really pay attention to my facial expressions, my body language. I was so uncomfortable. It was so awkward, but it is what it is. And, we have to have these discussions. We have to have these talks. I'm not one to get all in my emotions and feelings about stuff. Anybody who know me know that. But I am considerate to the fact that other people don't have the same thickness of skin that maybe people like, yes, me, Barney, and Lolo have. There are other folks that may not be as tough on that. But Lolo, I know you got your own perspective on this. Let's go.
When
so
do
you
you
want
know?
So you could
Lolo, please.
I mean, you're just going to undermine everything I say. Have a problem with everything I say, and when I start to cook, you just talk.
So right there, Lolo, he was feeling like, basically, like, he was feeling disrespected. Okay, I'm gonna let you respond to everything. I'm just gonna break it down nice and sweet, and I'm gonna give you the whole floor.
Over me. I mean, you don't even want to talk to me. You don't respect me because I'm white. Just say it. Say it.
No, we were talking about sensitivity. And I made the point that if you don't respect his sensitivity or any sensitivity of any person, no matter their color or race, what you do is you open the floodgates for someone not to respect you. You went into how nobody respects white people and how we blame white people erroneously for things they didn't do. And I challenged you on that point, that anybody, and I mean any race, is blaming white people for something white people had absolutely nothing to do with. I would like for you to answer that question. So yes, I'll be quiet so you can name me something white people have nothing to do with. That's an actual problem right now.
You just said that all the problems in the world are white people's fault. Like,
I didn't say all the problems in the world, white people. You said.
Lola, were you insinuating all of the problems in the world are from white people, even if you weren't saying it?
Let me say this very clearly. He brought that up. So, I mean, I don't have to beat that horse. He brought up the fact that he's a victim. I didn't say he was a victim. I didn't mention anything about blaming white people for anything because I'm talking about Africans. I'm talking about tethers. Like, he talking about his problems. We ain't even talking about his problems eating that yet, but he brought it up. So like the person that I am, I just went with what he was talking about. And he said, oh, well, you're blaming me. And it's like, yo, I've been around your kind too long. Trust me, I do know. It ain't that I feel shit. I know every problem in this world is your people's fault. I don't have no problem telling you that to your fucking face. Nothing. I just felt it was nice that you brought it up. And
Okay.
talk about it. Since Smitty want to have a conversation, let's have a conversation. With what are people blaming you for that you have nothing to do with? And I'm waiting for you to talk about reparations. I'm waiting for that conversation because for some ungodly reason, Jesus, whoever has been keeping me from you people from talking about that. You never talk to me about that. Never. You always talk to the people who know the least about anything when it comes to reparations. No, I need you to open your mouth and invite me in like the vampires. Like invite that conversation to me so I can have it with you authentically. That's all I need from y'all. That's it. I don't have no problem telling you that a problem is your people's. I think I said it in a very intelligent way. That yes, your people have not owned up to what your people have done in history. You have never been able to be accountable for what you've done in history. Seriously, never. Right now, your people literally open the idea of democracy up. And then you turned around, created a democracy on the backs of people that were already living in this country, sat and diminished a whole nother continent with slaves, and then went around the world demolishing every democratic society you built so that it could be a dictatorship by proxy of you. And you want to sit and say, you're the victim. Listen, it's 2025. I'll tell you to your face that you ain't no victim. Don't sit and tell me anything about bringing up the fact that you're all the world's problems is on you. You're the one who brought that up. I'm just going along with you. So yeah, I can stand on 10 toes with that. You brought it up, but surely, brother, I'm right here agreeing with you. Yeah, since you brought it up. Mm-hmm. And Smitty, to your point earlier, I just wanted to say quickly that I understand where you're coming from, but I don't disagree that like my creed is essentially above any other black person to not be a nigger, because I know that word nigger does not mean ignorant. That word nigger does not mean blasphemous and dirty, and that's not what the word nigger means. That word nigger has been applied to some of our best scholars. Okay, some of the best of us have had to live through being called nigger every day. So what nobody's going to do is say, well, we're not like the lower class niggers. No, that's not what that is. People call
the best of us that regardless, it don't matter. I got you. Yeah.
Regardless. Yeah. So what we not gonna do, like Barney said, we not gonna change history. We're not gonna rewrite history. We're gonna keep it right where it's at. Right now, that word being applied is what it always meant. We ain't changing the definition. So I know that word has always been used to denote somebody's inhumanity relative to whiteness. That's how that word has historically been used. So we're gonna keep the same energy. So when we say, oh, it's just a word, okay, well, let's just, everything's just a word then. But why is it that you don't understand that hate speech, right? Unprotected speech don't have nothing to do with what you talk about while you say it's just a word. Like, you know, Barney knows very, very much, and I know he's not a dumb person. He knows that the only speech that is protected is speech against the government, not speech against people. That's not what's protected. It can and will be used against you. It's like they know their history. They know their laws. But yet they talk to us like for some reason we illiterate or something.
Well, Lola, let me ask this, I believe to be logical question, man. Then if that's the case, okay, maybe, is it possible, Lolo, you speaking about something that is now, yes, like a lot of things in the black community, outdated. Is it possible, Lolo, that, you know, once upon a time, you know, that's what it was founded on. That's what it originated on. But just maybe nowadays we know endless cases of people who have only said words and got fired from their whole careers. You know, people who have lost acting jobs, political positions, everyday 9 to 5s. The fact is that cancel culture is a real thing, and I don't think we should deny that. What is your take on that before I push back on the video, fam?
Cancel culture started in the white community, period. And so as far as I'm concerned, I don't care if it's here or there or never where. I don't care. I don't care what it is. That it started with them, and now that other people are in on it, now they want to complain. I don't care. Like, I do what you want to do. I don't care. Like, it's a thing, sure. What the fuck does it have to do with the price of tea? Like, really, it's a thing. You can get canceled out here, just like my brother's been getting canceled for hundreds of years for blinking at white bitches. Just like we've been getting canceled just for having children around people that just feel like they better and they just gonna go and kill them and or grape them, stuff like that. Like, you feel me? Like we've been experiencing cancel culture for a long time. You know how many black celebrities have been canceled simply because of, you know, certain things that they do that people don't like, that's not of their same persuasion. Like, let's stop acting like cancel culture is this new phenomenon. We've been dealing with that for hundreds of years.
All right, let's get back to the video. I'm going to let it play all the way through until he, you know, I don't want to call it rage quits, until he drops off the panel. So I'm going to play it till he drops off, and then you can talk about what took place in your eyes from there. Let's go. All right. With that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. The time right now is 6:06 p.m. East Coast Standard Time, and I thank you all so much for tuning in. Respect to the family. All right, here we go.
Said that you made that point, so I'm challenging you on that point. Name me something, sir.
What is your question?
I said my question. Name me something that's a problem, right, in the world that white people have nothing to do with.
What if I find something that they have nothing to do with?
We would like to discuss it.
I don't want to discuss it. I want to know how you define victory.
Okay, I respect that. You don't want to discuss it. We can move on.
I want you to answer my question.
What's your question?
How do you define victory in the fight for racial equality?
How do I define victory? There is no victory in racial equality.
So it's a perpetual.
Lola, briefly, can you elaborate that, please? What do you mean by there is no victory in racial equality? If we all become equal, and if that's what everybody was fighting for, how is there not a victory? You got the floor.
People were never fighting for us to be equal. Like, you got to really think about what that truly means. Like, who are you fighting to prove it to? Who's in charge that needs to be, convinced? If you're equal to somebody, they're not in charge. If you're equal to someone, they're not your superior. They don't need to define you as equal. Like, so what are we really fighting for? We, the world, has been fighting for white people to simply leave them the fuck alone. And if they're going to engage based on the equality of them damn dollars. That's all the world has ever asked of the dominant society. Let's say the minority dominant society. That's all the world's ever asked. Because nobody in their right mind is sitting here saying we're fighting to force white people or any people to really in their hearts believe what we are. Like, that is an impossible fight. You will never convince people that you are equal to them. No, when in history has that ever been the idea? When? Like, seriously, like, I'm a realist at the end of the day. Humanity has been around for, so we know, about 6,000 years. Not 1 minute of that 6,000 years does not include slavery of some sort, i.e. superiority of some way, inequality in some condition. So when I turn around and say, no, racial equality is a perpetual fight, I'm only saying what history has taught us and continues to teach us. Somehow he want to act like, oh my God, this is you just being just crazy and angry. It's like, yo, I'm only repeating what you already know. But for some reason, you want me to think that I'm not, who I am and shit. That's why I don't care about you believing that you're equal to me. I don't care about that. I really don't. I deserve the same clean water. I deserve the same housing that I paid for. My dollars and my credit score need to be equal to yours because that's numbers and math. I don't care if you feel black people are equal to you. Matter of fact, I'm going to say it because everybody else is thinking it. We know that we are not equal to you. I dare say what we really think we are to you. Okay, so nobody's gonna sit in my face and argue, oh my God, we're fighting so people can see us as equal. No, we're fighting for let's say social equality. And honestly, in the words of Malcolm X, most of us have been, for most of human history, been begging for it. And this is why we haven't actually got it. Because we've been begging for it versus taking it, because no authority belongs to anyone on this planet. So yeah, I don't really care about your tiredness of hearing someone say something as blunt as, oh no, there is no victory in this race. It's dog eat dog. There is no victory. You have to keep your head on a swivel, period. You don't go to the gym.
This that go and get it with no hesitation. This that never quit. Start that elevation. This that process. This that in the making. This that started from the bottom. This that motivation.
That's just the truth of the matter. And honestly, again, I'm not the arbiter of truth, but I damn sure know that I ain't speaking no dumb shit that history haven't proven. So you take that as you see it. But if you're in a conversation, then you should be in the conversation because you understand that these questions are not questions for people that just arbitrarily just say some shit. These are questions that have deeper implications over the course of centuries.
Okay.
Seriously. You see 100 years has passed. Over 100 years has passed since slavery ended, right? Not really, because slavery didn't end in the mid 1800s. However, you see what we still dealing with? Ain't no such thing as, well, what's the victory? When is it over? If there was a victory, right? We don't know what that is because we ain't there yet. And if we ever should get there, we'll let you know. But until then, do me a favor and stop asking me that question. That's just all I got to say to it. Like, I mean, he can ask that question to anybody, but when it comes to me, look, I done told you the real. If you don't want to believe it, you don't have to. But trust me, you're not better than me. You're not my superior in no way. So I'm good on that. So that's how I feel about that.
Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get to it. With that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Let's rock out.
Similarly, the history, and like you said, history can't change. I'm only holding you to your own word. Okay. It is just a perpetual fight. It really is. I'm not even like it is a perpetual fight because everybody feels like they're entitled. Everybody feels like, they should or have something, or is like everybody, every race has some level of that. So it is a perpetual survival fight out here. And even as Black people, as much as we would like to be seen as equal, we know we're never going to be seen as equal. Our thing now is we've just settled for you'll treat us equal when it comes to politics, loans, credit, things like that. We don't need to actually be seen as equal. We want to be treated with our money means the same in our hands as it does in yours. So that's the only thing that my people are fighting for. We know we probably aren't seen the same. And we're okay with that. Nobody's bothering anyone over not seeing us the same. But if you think you're going to hurl racial slurs to us and we're not going, and we're just going to sit there and take it like we owe it to you to let you do something to us, no, that's not going to happen either because, we're human too. So, we're not hoping for no racial equality, truly. Like, we're fighting for equality, sure, but that is like, it can be, I can see how you can mistake that as that. Yeah, but no, not necessarily.
You can apply for a loan right now and you never check the box, what race are you? So this whole, they don't respect your money or you can't get a loan, I just fully reject that 100%.
The fact that we have to not check that box, though, so that we can be seen as equal.
There is no box when applying for a loan.
Well, I know that when people like that look like me apply for loans, we be having some issues centered around our race.
Says
like
who?
our credit
No, you
score
don't. I'm calling you a liar to your face. You're a liar. You're a liar. You're a liar. You are a liar. It has nothing to do with your race. You're just making excuses. You're making excuses.
Like, we know that, but at the end of the day, let me make it something clear with you. A liar is someone who knows the truth, right, and has a reason to hide it, and is currently trying to hide it behind words. Someone that you feel is misspoken is someone that you simply disagree with. Now, I would ask you to respect me and don't ever call me a liar again.
You're a liar. Name one loan you applied for and didn't get because you're black.
Now, let me say
who doesn't
something.
come up or a liar.
This answers your question. This goes to your question why there cannot be any equality. Because I took and what he just did.
No.
Did he literally just went against his own people's research to sit and say the exact opposite of that question? Like, that's funny. That's funny as hell.
Rock out, Lolo. Finish what you got to say. We'll go to question number 4.
No, because he's saying literally there is no inequality. Like it isn't yet. We have, let's say, a plethora of data that's on file legally to show that there is. Like, we have all sorts of people that is attesting that there is people that like us, don't like us, see us as the N-words and all that say that there is. But suddenly I'm a liar because I'm saying the exact same thing that everyone else is saying, but I'm saying it from the perspective of somebody who has actually felt it. But somehow I'm a liar. And the question is about inequalities and like equality between people and cultures and races. Is like, no. Like, my culture understands that we have an uphill battle that we fight, and we not really complaining about it. But somehow when you get into these conversations that they so happily want to be in, they want to sit and play.
This is bullshit. I'm doing this as a fucking favor, and I'm getting the fuck out of here. So let me do my closing thoughts.
That's the victim right now. The victim isn't the people who literally can show blood on the street. No, those aren't the victims anymore. Like, I guess this is a Kyle Rittenhouse case again.
No,
there are no victims.
Hold on. Lolo.
Let me know when I can talk, because I got to go in and get the fuck out of here.
No, all right, jeez, Louise.
Kyle Rittenhouse killed 3 white people. He shot 3 white people. So what the
fuck
are you talking about?
I don't know. I don't know.
Shit.
I know.
Lolo.
2 whites and shot 3.
Hold on. Barney.
The judge said that the victims will not be called victims.
Hold on, Lolo, please. Hold on, Lo. Because I'm not muting nobody's mic. I respect both of you all. Like, stop.
But you asked me to talk, Smitty.
No,
that's why.
I got you. But like, listen, I just want to make this clear. No, the thumbnail, his face is on it. I talked to him. I talked to him almost like 4
I'm getting the fuck out of here. Give me closing. This is bullshit, Smitty. Listen,
this is goodness.
Miss Oshun, respectfully, or however you want to fucking take it. No one's denying a loan from you because of your skin tone. That's a fucking lie. Banks want to loan money because that's how they make money. They make money on interest payments. There's no one sitting back there like, oh, this person's black, let's not give them a loan. No, maybe your credit sucks. Maybe the business you're trying to open sucks, but there's no one holding you back but yourself. Fuck you, Smitty. Much love, though. I do love you. Sorry this went south, but fuck this show. And I'll take it easy, my bro. I'll see you next time. Peace and love. Mr. Shun, peace and love to you. And
boy.
Deuces. Fuck this.
All right, bro. Go ahead, Lolo. So what's your take on how that show ended? What is your piece on whatever was said, so on and so forth? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You're the star of the show. Like, you are so the damn star of the show. What happened, Lolo?
Okay, so I'm gonna say this, right? The whole purpose, the way the show started, was about Marc Lamont Hill being overly sensitive, right? Now, I didn't take Marc Lamont's position as my own, because I just truly, it doesn't matter what color you are. If I think you're wrong, you're wrong. I said he was wrong. But I said to Barney, I said, yo, if you can't respect his sensitivity, right, then I don't respect you.
Mm-hmm.
And what's funny is, as sensitive as Mark Lamont is, I don't know if he ever rage quit like that. That's funny. I said, I mean, he's talking about this guy's being sensitive and alluding to the fact that black people need tougher skin, despite the skin that's still on file down on them plantations and them jars from all the hangings and the burnings we went through. No, we still need tougher skin. Oh no. And then he wants to sit and rage quit like a bitch, like a sensitive little girl, high school girl that didn't get away. Oh no. This is how I really feel about that. And I'm glad he did, because that was the point. If you want to talk shit about that man for being sensitive, for being called the N-word, let's see how sensitive you is. Let's see. Let's put it to the test. Let's just see. And here we are. He just as sensitive as Mark Lamar Hill. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about here? I mean, what are we talking about? And I've already been honest. I'm just as sensitive as Mark. I'm just not willing to do what Mark willing to do, because I like when you people say certain shit, because it gives me license to say certain shit too. We all the same. You feel like you better than me. I know I'm superior to you. Like, seriously. Like, I don't mind y'all acting a certain way. I don't. I'm from Baltimore. We the most divided city I've ever been to. Like, the most divided. Like, you know what I'm talking about, Smith. So I think it ended the way it was supposed to end. Him being overly sensitive because I said that black people have issues with getting loans and acquiring wealth, unlike white people. I said that. Now, he could have said, well, how do you know that? He could have said that, because that's the best way to nullify any argument. Ask somebody how they know something. Like just ask. Like how do you know that? That's the easiest way to shut an argument down, especially when somebody don't know what they're talking about. And if he would have said that, I would have gave him a prime example of my own experience with being denied employment because I was black. Okay? I can give him examples from friends of mine that have sat on boards, okay, to employ people, and they were denied because they were black. Literally. I can show you. I can literally show you that. But it's like, those are just direct examples. You see what I'm saying? Just direct examples in my own life versus the data that says that anytime a black person is selling a home, it's going to be appraised lower than a white person selling the same home. It's just going to be appraised lower. Why is that? In the same neighborhood? Why is that?
Right.
So, but here's the thing: we already have watched too many documentaries. We've seen too many. We just seen too many books written about this for him to come and say, "Oh no, you're a liar. You don't have any problems. It's because you're not talented enough."
Mm-hmm.
Really?
All right.
So here's my thing: in his position in our land, for you being a white guy, right, saying that, knowing the level of sensitivity around, let's say, historical redlining, historical resources that's been hoarded against people that legally is owed to them in this day and age, for you to say, no, you're a liar. It's not that banks ain't giving you money. Sir, have you ever applied as a black person for a loan? And at a white owned bank? Have you ever done that? Do you know what that data feels like from the inside out? Are you challenging the white data that we already have on file that says this is true because they've ran empirical testing to know that it's true? Are you challenging your own people? Oh no, he ain't gonna challenge his own. He gonna tell me I'm just a liar versus saying that his own people are dumb. No, he just gonna call me a liar. So this is what I mean by I'm glad it happened the way it happened, because it showed the people's true colors. At the end of the day, all he had to do was answer the question.
Lolo, while I got you for a moment, I want you to respond to what me and you both know of today. Shout out to the folks, shout out to the family. Lolo, I'm just gonna push play. When he's done with his response, let's go ahead and let's really talk about those who really about that life that I know that you want to go ahead and flame on to. Like, let's really go ahead and get to them for real, for real. All right. Lolo, what's your thoughts on this comment?
In general, let's get someone's attention for like an exigency purpose is necessary. Main word necessary.
Shout out to Sharon, man. Shout out to Sharon. Fair use YouTube. All right, y'all go subscribe to Sharon Bracy. Make sure you hit the new episode. Make sure you go to the episode where he's dressed like Willy Wonka then rob Prince's closet. Let's go. Let's get it.
So to your question, so no one should be yelling at anyone. Period. In my opinion, it's just unnecessary. Then you have, what's the last thing you asked? Actually, it's more of a Hafiz in your ethnicity. This is off top a little bit, but you brought it up a little bit about you being who you are. Is it true that people from, let's say, the region Middle East, right? If they want to apply for America and they wanted to put in the card, you know, where they were black, white, Middle Eastern, they could check off white, couldn't they?
Not really. Not in the sense of white and European. We would fall. I usually fall on the other, because there is really no specific category for me. But Asian, because we're in the Asian continent, Middle Eastern. That's really it. White. We are white. I mean, I would technically. I hail, or my descendants hail from the Caucasus Mountains. The Iranians are the original Aryans, but we would be considered white in the sense of the ancient world, but in the modern world it is described as a European Western, someone of Western European descent, so we don't qualify. I am very brown amongst white people, and I am very white amongst brown people.
Okay. Well, thanks, Hafiz. I just wanted to. I'll talk to you later about some other things, but thank you for enlightening me.
It's very much an eye of the beholder, I think.
You there, Smitty?
Oh shoot, no, my bad. I was on mute. So that's how we start off. Now, what I really want to get into is
hold on. Before you do that, I did have a chance to witness a few minutes of that. Now, let me say that because I need my premise to be clear.
Okay.
When it comes to how Middle Easterners identify, right? Their culture within the white culture is their own issue, right? I don't think nobody is lost on the fact that they identify as white when they come here, and they are treated as white when they come here. The only time they're not treated as white is when, let's say, American bred white people can sense that Islam on them. That's when it becomes an issue amongst them. That is their problem. Okay, that has nothing to do with us. We didn't start that. We ain't about to end that. And I don't get in white people problems. That's not what I do. I know that it's entertaining on Sharon's show, but yeah, I don't get in people problems. So here's the thing. Sharon had asked him a question about what he said about Carmelo and calling Carmelo a murderer, and then asked him about George Zimmerman a few minutes later, and he said George Zimmerman. Hold on. I'm sorry. What did I say?
No, because no. You're good. Lolo, I want all of your flames for this.
No, I will. I just need something understood first. I don't get into white people business. One, because I don't care, and two, because it really don't involve me for me to even give commentary on. I'm not like them. I don't come to their spaces to talk about their problems. They come to my space because my space is really where it's really at, not over there. So I know that. Now, when he said that Zimmerman was protecting himself, but calling this child a murderer, that let me know off rip what side of the aisle he's on. And I don't negotiate with terrorists. So you can play this video, but I'm telling you now, the way I see that is I don't negotiate with terrorists. If you come into my community with that attitude, let me tell you something. We don't need to have no conversation about shit. However you feel is however you feel. If you don't like our culture, it's good that you're not a part of it. I don't give a fuck what you feel.
Lolo, all I'm going to do is push play. You don't have to ask me to push pause. I got this queued. Let's go. Oh, I need your flames for this. What is this about? Right here.
Our people's our family. So anybody say something to my kid, black, white, Mexican, Jesus, I'm gonna beat that nigga ass. And that's it's no rebuttals about that. It's no thought about that. Because that's what you're supposed to do.
That's fair.
That's fair enough. See, this is the problem, because you want to be tribal, and you guys want to be tribal, but white people are not allowed to be tribal. If white people go around and be tribal, which is exactly what is actually happening here, this is white tribes coming to the defense of Shiloh, saying, you want to cancel one of our tribe, well, we will make her a millionaire to spite you. That's the tribal part of it. You're saying that Kev doesn't want to be tribal. Kev is like, I'm an individual. I've got my people. These are my family members, but black people are not my family. I don't give a crap about some dude in Jamaica. I don't give a crap about some dude in Nigeria. Why should I care about these people? They are people in other parts of the world, in other parts of the country. They're not my people. Not all Iranians are my people. My people are my people, my family, my friends, my tribe, the people who I care about, and they can be in.
Listen to me, right, and hear me clearly. I'm not.
I knew it. I knew I was not going to be able to get through the whole thing.
Let me make this clear. I'm not interested in his opinion on whether white people are Klansmen, okay, or not. I'm not interested in no foreigner's opinion, and I'm really not. Even if you was a whole white dude and you feel like white people have never acted like we're a whole tribe, I don't care. I care about I care about my people and educating my people. Now, the part that applies to us in that conversation, right, is the part where he is saying we gave her money to show y'all, right? And as we already know, they mad over that Carmelo situation. And that's what it's really about, because last I checked, white men, especially white men, them trailer park white men, they don't be making trailer park white bitches millionaires because they really like y'all like that. Like they don't operate like that. I've been in America for almost 45 years. White men don't think like that. They are doing this because they're angry at their own system that will let Carmelo off for the same reason they let all these other quote unquote murderers off that actually killed people, right? The same laws can be applied to this child. And this is what they really mad about, because they feel like he's gonna get off. If they was sure he was gonna go to jail, they not mad because they know he gonna rot in jail. They mad because they think he actually got a chance. And they're saying, you raise money to help that father pay for that family? Oh no, we gonna help this single mother that's out here attacking kids and shit that they normally wouldn't even give a fuck about. Like, seriously, real talk. In their own community, they suddenly gonna make sure that they make her a millionaire. So now white men got enough money to make them type females millionaires, but they don't got enough to keep Social Security and social services going for their own people. Tell me what we dealing with if we ain't dealing with what we already know we dealing with. So no, this is why it's entertaining to talk to these people, but I know who and what I'm dealing with. I don't give a damn about what they think. This is how they think they're wrong.
Okay, Lolo. All right, bet. One of our own.
Thing on white lady that she was in the right for calling a 5-year-old child the N-word, right? Like, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, that I would not have reacted that way. I would have told her F you and just had kept it pushing. Like, but I got better things to do. Like, I'm not about to be whatever, right, fighting and arguing with no freaking racist lady. Yes, I do have kids.
You got kids?
Yes, I do have kids. I have 2 of them.
Good. What type of community you live in? If you don't mind me asking, like, you take them to the park, you live around people that look like you or people that don't look like you?
I live around mostly white people.
Okay. I'll take your word at it. If you say you wouldn't do anything, I'll take your word at it.
Yeah. No, like, okay, listen. I'm not saying whatever, like, that I would do something violent to this person. Like, but I would let them know, just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't cool.
Like I would have told her F you or whatever. Like it then after that, like I would have just have kept it pushing. Like, but I'm not about to be like fighting and arguing with people, especially somebody who is an actual racist. Like what do I have to whatever talk to these people about? Like I'm not going to say anything to this person that is going to change their mind or
so when it comes
how
to
they feel about black folks.
so
change your mind, brother.
Right. So when it comes to drawing lines,
Yes.
Okay. Let me tell you something, right? We for a long time we've always had people in our ranks that shouldn't be. We've had that since the beginning of the 15th century. Okay, so we're not new to his type. So I don't want to hear nobody acting like, oh my God, I can't believe he's saying this and insinuating that and da 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 da. We know what we looking at when we see that. That ain't lost on nobody. Okay, ain't nobody stupid. Now, the only thing we gotta really remember is there's a specific reason why he feels like he has to protect the white woman, right? We as so that we can be educated. We have to be able to understand.
She's his neighbor. She's his neighbor.
Listen, I don't care. I don't care what state she in. That's besides the point. He has a reason why he needs to protect her, even though he said, oh, what she did is wrong, but somehow he's talking about something else, like what he would do. Who asked him, well, what would you do as a man? One, two, when it comes to white supremacy, like nothing has anything to do with him. Like the way men react to somebody attacking them, it's not the same way women react. We all know that. So for him to say, if it were me, nigga, you dumb as fuck. You dumb as fuck. Okay? You really dumb as fuck. But he ain't the first dummy and he ain't the last dummy. But everybody knows that he is trying to protect the white woman because secretly that's what he feels, right, is better for him. And it resonates with him when he sees somebody, quote unquote, holding a white woman to task.
No. Low. Let me
resonate with that message. Period. Now I know you're gonna say, well, he tried to clean it up later, but see, I'm a straight shooter. If the first words out your mouth is this individual is wrong, and then you go on to talk about, well, I wouldn't have reacted like the random person in the street that was shocked. Sir, first of all, your reaction is not what's in the conversation. You know that your reaction is one of thousands of reactions. So why should we give a fuck about your reaction? We're talking about what happened to that child. We're talking about what happened on that video, and should it have went to the internet, and do people have a legitimate reason to have even watched it to believe either side? That's what we're talking about. That has nothing to do with black men having something to do with like a child and none of that. The reason why those men on that panel asked him, are you a father? Because they couldn't fathom that you have children and you have no sense of protection for your own children. But the fact is that virus in the back of his mind don't give a fuck about his children. That virus only gives a fuck about one thing. So no, black men, white women, black women, white men, when they have those biracial, those black children, when they got that demon in the back of their head, they don't care about their own kids. I've seen white women call their own kids nigger. I've seen that with my own two eyes. Okay? I've seen it. So that's what I'm saying. Y'all, people act surprised. I'm not surprised. I don't know. I'm 43 years old. I done seen too much for me to act like this right here is something that isn't like a whole playbook that literally has been written down somewhere.
Did
Like,
you just say white parents who call their white children's?
Pull up YouTube. Pull up YouTube. Pull it up.
Oh, hell no. 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 Whose mess is this? You put him on the TV. Go home. Bro, don't. Go home.
What?
Pull up YouTube and type in white mother calls child the N-word.
Right now. On it. Won't take but a second. Let's see what we got.
put in biracial, whatever the case may be. You going for you
son of daughter, or child.
it don't matter. Just say biracial child or whatever. Videos are gonna pop up. Period. Just put it in.
All right, I got you. All right, here we go.
And we
right
don't
here.
gotta play that video, but I want you to play it for yourself so you can see the title. And don't even go to something like TikTok and Instagram with that, because you're gonna see a floodgate of that stuff rolling around.
All right, let me see something. Hold on.
You see titles?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, they messing with me. Yeah, they messing with me tough already just because I typed it in. Let me see the N word, because I just put the whole word in.
No, not the whole word. Not the whole word. You gotta just say word. Yeah.
I just typed the whole word in. All right, so hold on. All right, so here we go. All right, and the time right now is 6:40 p.m. East Coast Standard Time. I thank everybody so much for watching. Lolo, where do I find it? You see right there what it says? White mom calls her own child the N-word, and I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, it's only pulling up this case. I think I may have to go to Google. I'm gonna go to Google. Yeah. I'm gonna go to Google. Yeah,
she's in the news right now, real heavy. So go to Google with that, like, because when I pulled it up, I had too much video footage to go with. I was like, damn. But here's the thing: I don't need to see somebody else's video footage to know that it happens. Like, I've been around white people. Like, I've seen it with my own two eyes. My neighbors had biracial children. I've seen it with my own two eyes and two ears. Like, I don't need the internet. But what I'm saying to you is, that is a real thing. So for somebody to see that woman call a black child that word and or have children of her own, that's nothing new. We know that they do that. We know that.
Woman calls. See, it keep pulling up her. Why they keep pulling up this lady? Hey, Lolo, I think they trying to smother it. You know that happens, right? You do know that happens. Yeah, I think they try and smother it. Let me see something. What do you see here? Do you see anything? Hold on.
Just say mother calls. Oh no, still gonna. Never mind.
No. Wait. Because you're not.
Because see, I know how to dig for information
right here.
Like that.
Right here. Is it any of these? Is it any one of these stories? I got it in there.
Listen, you talking about hundreds of years and thousands of cases. You can pull up anything you would like, anything, and you will see it. So my thing is, we all know that it happens. And here's the funny part: that video that you pulled up about which Marc Lamont Hill in it, the white woman literally said that. She literally said, "I call people the N-word all the time at my discretion." So what makes you think her discretion stops or begins with children? She said that. So this is what I'm saying. Like I'm not surprised that a white woman calls somebody else the N-word, because I know they call their own children the N-word, and they never call their all white children the N-word. I noticed that. That's never. You will be hard pressed to find that video if it exists or case. Like, I've never seen that a day in my life. So again, it is what it is. I'm not shocked. But when I see one of my own talking like him, like, yeah, no, because if that was a black woman and she got caught on tape doing something crazy, he not coming to the table and saying, I know she wrong as hell, but if it was me, I just would. No, he just gonna let her take her accountability and sit his black ass in the motherfucking back of the room and eat his Twinkies. That's what he gonna do.
So as we then transition a little bit forward, right? So this whole thing with, like, you know what I'm saying, the video that you sent me, there was one small part on this video that really stood out to me, Lolo. I want to play this small part. We can talk about that, a few other things, just kind of kick the shit. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? Whenever you gotta get ready to get up out of here, just hit me in the back chat. I got us. I'll signal off. All right, so look, I want to talk about this right here, okay? So after pulling this video up, hold on, let me see something real quick. Let me make sure. Am I tripping? Oh, here it is. I thought I was tripping. All right, bet. So I'm about to pull this up. This is because, you know, we didn't get too far through the video. So I actually would like to look at a little bit more of this, because apparently everybody is all up in arms about this. But this is because, see, this is the thing, right? Everybody's trying to say that Myron cooked them. I don't care if he did or not. Let me see. Hold on, what you got? Bet. I got you. Let me hurry up. Bet. Hold on. Here we go. Got you, fam. Got you. I appreciate the communication. All right, y'all. Let's get to it.
And I'm entitled to call you despicable.
Yeah. So you see that you heard that. Okay. Clearly, Piers Morgan is triggered.
Let me know when you want me to pause it. I need to get back. I want to get to Bow. Here we go.
But that I think is
where you feel like it's most important.
Designed to want to be in communities and want to be a part of a set of community because it ensures our survival. It's been that way since the beginning of time. So the thing is that people are typically going to align with people that share similar features. And that's why we have the tribalism we have going on right now. So the problem is it's not going to go anywhere. I think the problem is that we've had this penting up for literally decades, and this has been a response to it. You have people that are coming out and supporting someone who you guys might deem as a terrible racist, but I think it's also very important to understand how we got here, because if we're going to look at the smaller problem, we can't look at the bigger problem, and it's what I said before, unchecked systemic.
All right, Mark Lamont Hill.
Did he, no, what, Lolo, this is the question. Did he sympathize with the racism, or did he explain the part that we usually wouldn't look at? What's your take on that?
He didn't do either.
Okay.
It was just a bunch of word salad for him to kind of sort of say, I think we can do better. Like, and who the fuck we is, I don't even know, because he didn't really explicitly say who is doing what and who. Like, he's very vague, like, on purpose. So he that cook. Listen, we got a long ways to go with this one, but he didn't do either.
Okay, now
your last words on this.
This repeated use of the word, I think, first of all, I want to just register that as offensive, particularly as someone who doesn't identify as a member of that community and who is not, right? I think that's incredibly
I'm the definition of African American. I'm the definition of African American.
And troublesome, and to as a Sudanese American or an outsider who's using African American in a very technical term, the same way that Elon Musk is an African American, I think it is a bit disingenuous. But the bigger issue here, I think, is that, you know, this idea of equating of one side to the other side often loses track of this issue of power. To use as example, when Black people stand up and say, "Hey, let's build our own stuff. Hey, let's have a Black power movement," that is not the same as a white power. I'll let you speak uninterrupted. Let me finish, please, my Sudanese brother. So when a Black person says, "Hey, let's preserve our culture," I have no problem with it.
You say something, Lolo?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna play for like 30 more seconds. I got you. I'm trying to time it right.
Italians or Irish people or anyone else saying let's preserve our culture. But when we don't talk about ethnicity, but actual race, and when white people say let's preserve whiteness, it's an exclusionary practice. It's about preserving laws and practices and tactics that do harm to other people. A Black power movement was about opening stores and building businesses. A white power movement was a white power. That's the giga. A white power movement was about something very, 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 very different. A white power movement who included lynchings and included Ku Klux Klan, etc. So let's not pretend that these are opposite sides of the same coin. When white people say, let's save our country, and even using language of our country, when Black people built this thing, when you say that, you're talking about forcing people out of the country. You're talking about laws that discriminate. You're talking about doing harm to people. Let's not pretend these are the same thing, just like these GoFundMe campaigns are not the same thing. I'm okay if everybody gets out of the GoFundMe industrial complex. I'm the only on here. So if she says it, I'm the victim of it. So please don't invite her for ratings to call me the N-word, because that's basically what it's going to be. There's a bunch of white people up here, you and one on the left here, and to ask her to say the N-word while I'm here is ridiculous. You would not sit here with a Jewish person and say, please use a Jewish slur in front of this Jewish. It's ridiculous. I understand you don't have any bad intent, Pierce. I understand what you're trying to do,
I-
but we
you know
already
what,
know
Mark?
some
I hear
racism,
you.
and I don't want to invite
Mark,
a racial harm to me.
I
to
hear
prove
you. I hear you, and I accept that, and we'll leave it there.
Oh my
Thank you all
goodness.
very much.
Wow, that was incredible.
You know, it's tough for me on that, Lo. He is so valid. You know, I do believe in righteous anger, but in that moment around that specific crowd and you being the only one of us up there, the whole getting loud, shouting, they're only going to feed off of it. They're going to be like, yeah, look at them doing the, you know, what they do thing. Whatever terms they like to use, which I will not say here. Right? Go ahead, Lo. What you got? Showtime. Out of here.
This is why amongst ourselves we don't respect Mark Lamont Hill. This is why he, to some degree, not to an absolute degree, but to some degree, he's not a part of the African American community. This is why he's not a part of the African American community, just like Candace Owens is not a part of the African American community. Like for essentially the same reasons, just opposite poles. You feel me? Like it's the same. Like it really is the same. You know, he's supposed to be something that, you know, your average street dude out in the hood ain't. You see what I'm saying? And see, this is what I'm saying when you got fake people in there that really shouldn't be in there speaking on behalf of people they have no business speaking on behalf of. I get it. He's black. I get that. He made a point to Myron that, you know, to say I'm more of an African American than somebody else, that right there is more disingenuous than I can think of right now, because truth be told, Elon Musk is more of an African American than he is. Like and without me going into too much you know, derogatory things. So that part. But it's like, no, I that's why I did not. I had to separate myself first and foremost before I spoke on Mark Lamont, because I don't want nobody getting it twisted. I don't agree with this dude, but he got a right to be sensitive. He do. Now, was it embarrassing? Sure. Does it represent all of black men? I'll let black men chime in on that. But for me, I don't respect him because he spoke like that. I don't respect him because he sat there and wanted to tell you know, Pierce what to do on his show, because you know we have black people that on national television that have challenged white people to say the N-word, like since they feel like they should say it because they equal to black people and should say it. We say go ahead and say it, and they don't want to say it. So for him to say, well, this is offensive, you're up there because their whole culture is offensive to you. Like he said, white power is not about building and helping their community. It's about subjugating someone else. That's the truth. Like that is the truth. Like for real. However, when you say a truth but then act like a dumbass, you see what I'm saying? Again, yes, it's embarrassing, but you know, I'm not about to sit and hang my hat on that one exchange when I can see thousands of exchanges with our best and brightest to taking these dudes and females to task on this dumbass conversation they keep wanting to have over wanting to say the N-word. Like I done seen too many scholars sit and rip them from side to side with that. Like for me to sit and take this little exchange right here as a whole embarrassment. No, it is embarrassing, but does it represent our people as a whole? No. And honestly, I reject the notion that all things, you know, let's say debaucherous, right, belongs to us. Like anything that has to do with anger belongs to us, when white women are so entitled that they will assault you and then cry. Like, I don't want to hear nothing about our crime rates when we know data shows that white people commit crimes at the same rate. They're just policed less. And this is white data, by the way. I don't want to hear nothing about debaucherous behavior of us when it comes to hip hop and twerking and all of that. Meanwhile, they do the same things. And by the matter of fact, hip hop is bought and sold to more white people than black people. I don't want to hear shit about what they think is so bad about black people. I really don't. So for Mark Lamont to even lose his cool in this conversation, as a man, I'm gonna need other men to check him.
Yeah, like that, like he, like even when I said, remember last night when I was like, he said, because I'm the only, He said, "How dare you use the N-word?" And I'm the only nigga up here. I'm like, this motherfucker just ruined. He just took us back about another 200 years. That was 200 years in that one clip. That was 200 years back. Like,
because he wasn't really angry. He wasn't really
you should have
angry.
said, "I'm the only black man, the only educated black man." If anything, just say you the only black man. You don't say, "How dare you, Myron, say the N-word and I'm the only nigga." And ain't nobody up there of you.
Well, and they not supposed to. They not supposed to check him because they not from his community.
Bravo.
They not supposed to say nothing to him about that. They supposed to look at him and laugh at him the way that they did. They supposed to, and I hope he rewatched that video back. I really do. Because if he don't, that's a sad day in America for him. Because
trust me. He no, trust me. Listen, when you at that point, you get so much feedback. It ain't like our level. It's far beyond, way more intense. He didn't. He trust me.
Is he out here in DC?
I guarantee you, he heard something, Lolo.
Is he out here in DC?
Nigga, he better not be. She talking about. If he is, we don't claim him. If he is, we don't claim him.
I don't know if he's at the DC place because CNN got a they based in DC, but I'm sorry, I think they based in New York, but they have a DC a sector which is right down the street from me. So that's why I asked, was he in New York?
Uptown, Northwest. What you talking about? Uptown, right? Or downtown?
I'm talking about CNN downtown Washington DC.
Oh yeah. I got you. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, you talking about all around like
that's why I asked.
Yeah. Around Independence, Indiana Avenue, all that shit. Yeah, New York Avenue. Yeah, go ahead.
Right. So I just asked because I just find that to be interesting where he's located and stuff. Because like you said, if somebody checking him that seen him in real life and they from around here, I'm sure, or at least I hope somebody was honest with him. But honestly, I don't know. Nobody probably said a thing to him about that. And I mean, it's sad. But again, I don't feel no kind of way about it. One, because I don't care about what other people think. I care about, I'm on a fuck you, pay me sort of vibe. Just pay me what you owe me. I don't care what you think about me. I don't care none of that. Now, in true fashion, when it comes to this N-word, they want to say it, right? And I'm with Pierce. I hope you do say it because I know too many people that will put your lights out for less.
Let me ask you this, Lolo, before we get up out of here off of final thoughts, right? I'm tapped in. I got you, fam. I got you. I want you to make sure you get what you got to get done for the evening. What would you say in your personal words from back when, all right, let's just go grandma and them. That's it. Me and you, same generation, grandma and them. Does the N-word still hit the same as grandma in them days or no?
I'm going to say no, but not no because it doesn't mean the same. I'm going to say it doesn't hit the same because my grandmother and them, they were in a different culture that said they literally had to be afraid of people that look different from them. They had to be afraid. They could not just haphazardly just walk down the street or go to the wrong store or stop in the wrong gas station or let's say bump into the wrong white person or drink out the wrong fountain or because they could literally lose their lives. So the N-word to them, you know, it functioned differently, right? Because truth be told, that was the least of their worries. Somebody just saying that when lynchings like literally had to be federally like become a federal law recently to stop so that they could live their lives. Like it was different. Nowadays, because the culture has continued on as it always was, and white people tend to be so they pay attention to everything we do now. Like back in the 40s and the 30s, right? White people didn't have so much of an eye in terms of our household dynamics, how we talk to each other, you know, how we really speak to each other in our music, stuff like that. Like there was no television. But now that there's television and they get to see our regular lives and they get to speak to us in a way that is unprecedented in terms of history. Like, as a white woman, you can just go on your computer and drop right into a black conversation. Don't even need to open a physical door. That is some new stuff right there. So it's like, you know, this is why they feel comfortable to get inside these conversations, because they don't actually have to be in the conversation. Like those white women, do you really think if me and those two white women was on a panel together, like in the flesh, and I'm sitting there, look at them dead in the face, and you think that they about to, you know, jump off like they behind the screen? You know they not about to act the same with that N-word in person. We all know that. But see, nowadays, everything is behind the screen. So you can say whatever you want to say behind the screen. You can. You can be what they call an internet gangster. You can. But see, that's the difference between my grandmother's generation. For you to be an actual gangster and an actual racist, you had to be able to say the N-word to somebody's face, not a 5-year-old's face. You had to stand up in a grown man's face, in a grown woman's face that got a fist that could literally like take you someplace that you don't want to go and say the N-word. You couldn't be on your little computer and say the N-word because you feel like it. No, it don't work like that. And back in them days, yeah, you had to be a real thoroughbred to get that off. Now, not so much. So yeah, there's some differences there, but it don't mean anything different. No. You on mute, Smitty?
Thank you. Thank you. I would have ended the whole show off and nobody heard anything. Thank you, Lolo. See what family does for you when they're around and close. That's why I am my brother and my sister's keeper. Okay, now. And with that being said, yeah, man, I appreciate this. I just wanted to go ahead and tap in. I wanted to make sure that I recap. I want to let everybody know I am actually right now. The time is 7:01. Lolo, you as well. I know you got stuff to do, but I'm just letting you know, as far as you know, I'm about to be live again in about 30 minutes. My actual live for the evening. Yeah. Nah, this was just like we gotta go ahead and just nip this one in the bud and just make sure that like whatever thoughts were, you know, had and things of that nature, let's go ahead and speak about it. Let's expand upon it. Let's relook at the tape and everything else and just push pause and have a dialogue, right? No arguments, no nothing. I'll be live again about 7:35. Okay, about 7:35. So I'm gonna go offer, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have myself a meal real quick. I ain't gonna be that long. I have an actual show that I'm ready to do. So y'all just stay tuned. I'm about to be right back up. Just in case you don't have any entertainment for the night, I promise you. There she go. What's going on, beautiful? Respect to you. All right. So yeah, I'm about to be back up in a few, and we're gonna go ahead and get to it. And with that being said, Lolo, you know I gotta sound you off, right? So you go ahead and get to what you gotta get to right on this outro. Salute y'all. Make sure y'all go subscribe to the Love Experience. Make sure you go subscribe to Vic and Lola. Salute, fam. I thank you for pulling up. Mic check, 1, 2. Yeah. Star. Yeah. Get money. Let's go. Yeah. I be posted up in my whip,
riding with my honey dip, cruising through the city scene, blazing on some sticky green, got my hater blockers on, cooler than some ice cream, down with the county kings, you rolling with the right team, in the Benz or on a bus, chickens they be checking us, and I'm in my whip posted, I'm floating like some angel dust, used to have a heavy foot, now I like to cruise through 2 miles per hour, so everybody sees you, trying to catch me riding dirty, popo in my rear view, 2 hands on my wood grain, I'm twisted while I'm switching lanes, bob my head to the beat, cushy in these leather seats, GMC we sucker free, been everywhere through PGC, windows up, black tent, and I got my music loud, concert in my car, and I'm the only one up in the crowd, meet me on the back roads where I'm surfing in the field, bang hits while I'm riding, displaying my verbal skills. Yeah, displaying my verbal skills, bang hits while I'm riding, displaying my verbal skills. Go, let's get it. Go, let's go. Go, yeah. Look, posted up in my whip, riding through the night, like city lights shine bright. Gun spark, gunfight, bullets fly, niggas die, baby mama stay crying. One thing that I learned, don't buck unless you packing iron. Even then you gotta use it, otherwise face the music. Niggas come around loafing, get your cantaloupe pit open like a snake to its prey. Homeboy, I stay focused, leave you colder than a cobra, bolder than a bolder soldiers. You don't want it with my folks, I'm rolling with the coldest rollers. All by myself, with my whole city on my shoulders. No flames, no rain, no pain, no gain. Turn champagne to cocaine, my city's under siege, man. Cops cock block to the point we can't breathe, man. From 95 to right now, still rip it like it ain't no thing. From change to change, we still the same. Laugh now, but it's a shame. It's funny how I reach your brain. I'm twisted how I switch lanes. Focus now, I'm in the game. On the track just like a train. Like Pac, I'm here to bring the pain. Let's hustle hard and get this change. Let's hustle hard and get this change. Get this change. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go.
To be honest, my nigga, the block probably was my first love. Crazy when they don't love you back, though. Uncommon. The quarterback in the huddle, I call the audibles. We all been through the struggle, I shine for all of us. My nigga locked in the system, he never callin' much. Serving life in that prison till God call him up. On jumpsuit, chop bricks like it's Kung Fu. Write her name on that visit, she never come through. Till death do us part, that's what he thought. Would've been scot-free, told on the squad. If you talking respect, then they yearn the utmost. First they love you and they hate you, man, where the love go? Life lesson, they tell us the kind of blessings. Ain't life a bitch when I fuck her, I'm mad aggressive. Tried college, then make it the first semester. They tell me follow my heart, some shit you just never question. Drug charge, I got a stain on my record. If you talking about cheddar, then pay me extra, uncommon. First they love you, then hate you, man, where the love go? I guess they don't love me no more, I'm uncommon. First they love you, then hate you, man, where the love go? Tears in his eyes, he threw the just a finger. Mama did what she could, still no complaining. Selling all of your dope, got us on datings. From a section with niggas, attach your gangster. R.I.P. Joe McKnight, my motivation. In the ghetto, the blood stain on the pavement. 9 racks for a 9-piece, they don't know that language. It's all good, man, they hate when you wanna roll the greatness. Like Shaq and Kobe, yeah, Robert Ory, the old 3 Lakers. Never selling my soul, just want my 40 acres. The boy flow, hungry like his belly aching. Now we driving foreigns to our destination. They tell me I'm the one like I'm Tracy McGrady. We all had hustle, just had like a vacation. Fell in love with Mary Jane, that's forever my lady. Try and throw my dog a bag like I'm Tom Brady. First they love you, then hate you, man, where the love go? I guess they don't love me no more, I'm uncommon. First they love you, then hate you, man, where the love go?
Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking fucking news.
Back in this bitch, yeah. Feel like I'm bagging a brick. Was locked for 2 years, my nigga. I swear I feel good just to be back in the mix. Yeah, nigga, I'm happy as shit. Glory to God, I ain't have to exist. There's always a reason, my nigga. Keep doing what you doing and taking them risks. Yeah, every nigga that I run with is solid. Get caught, they taking they lick. You don't feel safe making that drop, so nigga, you bringing the blick. If you gotta die just to survive, then you should be calling it quits. I know you trying to get back on your feet, my nigga. It's hard as a bitch. Yeah, nigga. I made a choice to get money, and bitches I used to fuck told me I'm starting to act funny. I put it up for them rainy days, so you know a nigga popping out when it's sunny. I made it to the 10th grade, but I dropped out cause them schools wasn't for me. Yeah, nigga, I had to channel my vision, no suit and tie, but I handled my business. My daughter cried when they gave me my sentence. They set me down, was away for a minute. Demon time, had to pray for forgiveness, and for the record, they should put me in Guinness. Took a while just to get me 100. You should know how long it took me to get it. You was round, nigga, you was a witness. Yeah, you was addicted. I was serving, nigga, you was an addict. We're trying to turn a G-Shock to a Paddock. It's shocking to me that you say you want static. My niggas known to turn beef to a patty. So if it's wall, I'ma roll me a fatty. My goons ready, I'ma send him your addy. Yeah, nigga, I got the shit in the headlock. If you fucking with the feds, then it's off. Put your head along with your dreadlock. Don't care if we cool, if you rat on the crew, then you just as good as a dead out. Nigga got hit with the 30, yeah, they did him dirty. He gone, he bled out. Yeah.
What's up, Keem, nigga? We back in this bitch. Let's go. Back in this bitch, I'm about to black on this shit. Shout out my nigga, he back on the bricks and we suited and booted, no slacking this shit. Yeah, I was the one that turned nothing from something. I used to trap with them nicks, cutting up coke and running them fix. Lying hard, I ain't running from shit. You crossed the line, broke my hands tied. I cried a river when my mans died. So I can't just win, dawg. I gotta do it by a landslide. I lit the dark like a campfire. Got silver bullets for you vampires. I read his posture, I could see he frontin'. I hit him up like I needed something. King sent the text, say he got something to wreck. And I'm a demolition man, my nigga, so what you expect? We breaking jaws, we breaking laws, you look wrong, nigga, breaking your neck. And I do it without breaking a sweat, getting tired of taking a breath. I gotta make sure that needs is met. In other words, bro, don't get in between, cause I do you dirty and pull off clean. I come out the mud like Andy Dufresne. All these niggas, they done grew to be fiends. All these bitches, they just wanna be seen. Pass the rock if you wanna be team, but I know the place, so I watch for the screen. I'm the light, all you see is the beam. I do it big, but it always a dream. Niggas hating, boy, they plotting they scheme, but don't miss if you come for the king. I put a round at the top of your crown. It's only us at the top of the mound. Niggas be loud, but they don't got a sound. I get the money, I was lost, now I'm found. Found myself by myself, so I'm low, I'm in stealth. I don't do it for a chain, but I do it for the belt. Yeah.